First Peter 1:18 and 19. For as much as ye know that ye were not redeemed with corruptible things, as silver and gold, from your vain conversation received by tradition from your fathers, but with the precious blood of Christ, as of a lamb without blemish and without spot. Just a reminder, works cannot save you, money cannot save you, family ties, being born into a Christian family, cannot save you. Only the blood of Jesus, the sacrifice that He paid for on the cross. He died for our sins. Only that sacrifice can save you. Only that sacrifice saved me. Welcome back to Into the Westerly. In this episode, we're going to get the living quarters done. But first, I'd like to show you the kitchen, which there isn't a whole lot to show, because it's pretty small. Hello? Okay, lag. It'll come around. Yep, there it went. Anyway. So this is the kitchen. We got little counters here with the... Thank you. Counters here. These are supposed to be like plates. There's a brewing stand here. 3 smokers, furnaces. There's the chimneys. Island here in the middle. Barrels for storage. Fireplace here with a cauldron hanging over the fire. Well, not hanging, actually. It's just sitting. I don't know how I'd make it hang without, like... Actually, I could do it with armor stands, I suppose. There's another set of counters with plates and brewing stand. And here in the middle, or not the middle, this is not the middle. This is not the middle. Here in the corner, right by the door, is a trash can. Ugh, it stinks. So anyway, now we're going to move on to where these have been hanging out. The living quarters. Although I suppose it's more of like a staying until the siege is over quarters, because this is not where people are supposed to live on a regular basis. It's not supposed to be pretty, it's supposed to be functional. Because this fort is for a siege, so... Living quarters, yeah, it's a sleeping quarters, I don't know. Anyway, build time. So that was supposed to be a time lapse, but on the night that I built this area, the internet said no, okay? You'd be like, how did you manage to build it with the internet not letting you log in? Well, basically I managed to work on it in like 5-minute spurts. I got it done, but all the replay recordings were like 5 minutes apiece, so if I shortened that down, it would be difficult to get them all lined up, and then I would have to cut between shots, and it wouldn't work. So yeah, we're gonna have to do a walkthrough of this one to show y'all what I've done. I'm sure it was nighttime. Not quite, but it's very close. Alright, so I don't remember exactly where I was, but I think this was it. So, finished up the hallway here. And I got the hallway done, and I built the rooms. Now the rooms are unfurnished. I need to move these torches. Maybe add some windows. No, I don't think so. I need to move the torches onto the wall instead of the floor, because they don't belong on the floor. Here's the rooms. They need to be furnished still. They need to have that removed and replaced with I don't know what yet. Some of these rooms are not going to be able to have windows. Actually, I don't know that any of them are going to be able to have windows. I might just add a bunch of skylights to all of them. Everything in this castle is just skylights, 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 skylights. Anyway. So the rooms are all the same. I don't see why I need to go into all the rooms and show you them all, because they're all exactly the same. The furnishing might be different when I get them furnished. I don't think so though, because like I said, this is supposed to be a castle for a siege. Functional, not pretty. You know, we're gonna try to decorate it, but we're not gonna make them all unique and individual and stuff. Oh yeah, I also added a chandelier here. I decided I did not want to add any chandeliers along here. Just that one. Just this one chandelier here. Kind of feels like it's too low to me. Just as compared to the other chandeliers in the castle, which would be this one, which is nowhere near as close to the ground as that one is. And then the ones in the dining hall. Internet's still not great. They're still pretty close though, but that's different because they're smaller. So anyway, yeah, that's what's happened. So next on the agenda is furnishing the rooms here. Alright, that does the rooms here. I'll give you a walkthrough of it, what I've made. Start over here. They're all pretty much the same, it's just the floors that are slightly different. So there's a bunch of beds. Like I said, this is a siege engine. This is a siege engine. This is not a siege engine. This is a place for people to stay for when a siege is happening. So we got a bunch of beds, a bunch of bunk beds for a bunch of people to stay at. And it is going to be divided. I'm going to have like these certain rooms are meant for women and certain rooms are meant for men and things like that. Like I'll put the four, maybe I'll put the men in these two and the men in the four here closest to the wall. No, I'm not sure. I'm feeling like putting the men. These two rooms are definitely going to be like for men to sleep in, so they can like guard the door here. I feel like I ought to put the men sort of like close to here, so they're almost like guarding this entrance. So maybe what I do, those two down there are going to be for men, this one's going to be for men, this one's going to be for men, and then that one's going to be for women, and then this one, and that one are all going to be for women. I don't know. It's something. I don't know. This just came up out of the blue from my brain as I was thinking about how camps and things that I've gone to in the past function. They always keep the men and women separate so as to avoid, well, we'll say rumors, because it's always been, you know, Christian camps, so nobody's ever probably going to do anything like that. But just to avoid rumors circulating, they always split the men and women up. So anyway. I'm going to put the men in more strategic locations to keep them guarding entrances, like here, and then down there, and the women are going to go in the others. Anyway. This is what I got going on. Beds, there's chests between each of the beds. There's a bunch of empty bookshelves here. I might put some books in there just as a show. And then, closet. I'm thinking about using the armor stand to put, like, the armor stand mod to put, like, chains across here, because I can't put any chains here the way it is because of those. They fill up the block. They can't stay there. So it would be either I would have to put the chains here and use an armor stand to put those, or use an armor stand to put the chains. And I'm thinking of using armor stand to put the chains. The chains are to like simulate a rack for hanging things on. This is supposed to simulate drawers here at the bottom. So anyway, all the others are exactly the same, just beds, closet, bookshelves, and the chests between the beds. Beds, bookshelf, closet, so on and so forth. So, next on the agenda, I am missing 2 music discs technically, but one of them comes from an ancient city, the other comes from, actually 3, I think. I don't think I have Pig Step. Anyway, I'm missing the one from the ancient city that you have to build with the shards, and I'm missing, I think it's called Precipice. It's the green and orange one from the oh, whatchamacallums. Trial chambers. I'm missing that one. So I would like to go do a trial chamber that I haven't done yet, because there's a couple close to here, close to my base that I have done. Got my stuff ready, got my armor and weapons ready, got a bunch of trading stuff so I can find a villager, a cartographer, I can get the map I need. Hopefully get the map I need. No guarantees. And yeah. So that's that. Why does it sound like there's zombies all over the place here? It could be there's like a cave under here where they seem to enjoy spawning. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna go do some cartographying. Do some trading, find a village, and then see about a trial chamber. Alright. Hold it. Why am I holding my pickaxe? We are set and ready to raid. We have our keys here. We need these because that's the vault from whence the disc comes. Let's go. Oh, it's children. Lovely. Yeah, that's what I thought. What? Alright, so that trip was, I mean, it wasn't too bad. I got some, like, diamonds and stuff out of it, but I didn't get the music disc that I wanted. And the plan was to then go to an ancient city, but life checked in, and, hang on. The internet did too. So, I basically was unable to log onto this server for the last, like, 3-4 days of the week. I was busy, and then when I had time, the internet was like, no. And I had no desire to fight with it. So, this is where it's going to end. That being said, as I was editing, I found that the clip of the trial chamber, pretty extensive clip. So, that's a thing. So we'll end it off right here. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and until we meet again in time.